Continue with you on All Angles. I'm Dion Jacksmill, and in the program, we're looking at some of the interesting ways in which dancehall is showing up. So Giovanni Dennis went in search of dancehall in art.
Well, you see, right now you're talking to the original front teeth, gold teeth, and Gargan.
And you're talking with Emily Crooks.
And Emily Crooks, I want you to know that sometime I don't gonna really call your name. I'm going to say girlfriend or baby lover, because that's our style.
An animation with modern dancehall figures and a classic dancehall rhythm remastered. It's one of several popular pieces by animator Don Mills.
I do think that we are very passionate people. We can be very aggressive in good ways and bad ways, and so I find ways to exaggerate that, and we can be very comedic as well. So I'll stretch those points, and that's what animation is exaggerating reality, you know. So when I do those exaggerations, people like them.
His work is among several others currently on display at a dancehall exhibition in downtown Kingston. Other works on display include digitized drawings like these by Tariq French. This is one of dancehall artist Jada Kingdom.
For Jada, she's wearing like a crown of roses, right? And Jada, as everybody knows, is from a rough beginning, humble beginnings, but she still managed to surpass all that and rise and be the superstar that she is today. So the roses were significant because it's like the rose that grew from concrete. That's the vibe that I was thinking about when I was creating the piece. There's a house, a little board house that is kind of blurred out and like off in the background. And that image is basically speaking about her upbringing, you know what I mean?
Dancer, choreographer, and instructor Latanya Styles was also present.
The artwork by Robin Clare, who is a contemporary artist from Australia. I was the one who partnered with her with the whining styles. It's 12 different whining techniques of dancehall, and I was the one who did the descriptions and explanations for these moves. Robin Clare did the illustrations, and she's just amazing. She also collaborated with me for my stylish moves guide and activity book. Illustrator, author.
Tell me about that book and how you came about doing that book. What inspired it?
Well, actually, Robin inspired me to do that book. She did an illustration of one of my moves called Pretty Wine, which is also featured in this exhibition. And I was like, wow, this is so amazing. She had a pamphlet called Rice and Peas, where she just spoke about Jamaican culture, different things happening. I was like, you know, I should do one for myself, explaining the culture, and I should use it as my merch when I'm going on my Europe tours, because I tour a lot for dancehall, and I think it was a good idea.
For her, the reception when she tours is hard to put into words.
Wow, touring is like the best thing ever. It's so fun. I mean, it's all expense paid, and sharing Jamaican authentic culture to people that really appreciate it is just heartwarming. I mean, people are crying after classes, and they just love us so much. And I've been to so many places that is unbelievable. Israel, I mean, Mumbai, India. I've been to Australia like 5 times.
What's it like in Australia? Because clearly it's the reason why you've been back there so many times.
Yes.
So what's the reaction like there?
Australia, they really love it. They appreciate the full package. So it's not just dance. We also do lectures. We teach them about the games and the full-on culture.
Winston Campbell is the exhibition curator.
As somebody who grew up in Western Kingston, Hannahtown to be specific, dancehall has been an indelible part of my lived experience. The music, but also the lifestyle has been central to just how I enjoyed myself as a teenager, even before teenage stage. You know, just pretending to be the artist, learning their lyrics and that sort of thing. So it has always been a part of just my life. Later life as an academic or somebody with academic training, but also somebody who works as an art curator, it's only natural to marry what you love into what you do.
This exhibition mixes the old with the new.
So for this particular exhibition, we wanted to focus on some of the contemporary ideas and issues and icons that are sort of pervasive in the genre and in the lifestyle at this particular point in time. So you'll notice in the exhibition reference to some of the newer stars in the genre, the skeng, the Jashi, and so the Stark Ashley, and so many others. And so we want to sort of look at the genre critically, but also want to celebrate it.
The theme is Can't Stall and runs until the 3rd of March. For Mr. Campbell and others, these spaces for dancehall are important because they showcase important aspects of dancehall culture other than the popular DJs.
A part of the concept of Can't Stall is the notion that visual artists in all the disciplines are interested in the culture. So in this particular exhibition, we have videography, we have animation, we have painting, we have low relief sculptural forms, we have graphic design, digital illustration, as well as photography. In other words, visual artists whose work span the gamut of the range of disciplines that we practice as visual artists.
The artists who joined forces to make the exhibition possible stress the importance of events like this.
Very important, especially for the younger generation. And when I say younger generation, I mean even younger than me, because most of the people in this room are my age or around my age, older. But when we talk about the kids, and the kids are what we really need to look towards for the animation future right now. Because in the coming years, those are the ideas. Their ideas are what will spark new conversations that haven't been had yet. And that's what the world really wants to hear from Jamaica.
Dancehall is our culture, and it's all about highlighting the culture. Nobody knows the politicians in Jamaica. Nobody knows any of them. They know Usain Bolt. They know, the artist Bob Marley. So it's the creatives and our culture, which is what puts Jamaica on a map. So that is why I wanted to be a part of it, and that's why I think it's important for it to be in a space like this.
Dancehall is not just inner city or downtown or ghetto. Dancehall really is an important layer of the Jamaican experience. We see and engage the practice of dancehall in all aspects of our lives, no matter where we are located within the Jamaican social space, no matter what our economic environments are. Dancehall remains such an important part of just our identity, especially when we're located outside of Jamaica.
Patrons we spoke with had high praises for the uniqueness of the exhibition that's in its second staging.
I saw a display of a mannequin of textured pieces, and it's been good.
I was very impressed with the amount of ways in which music was depicted, the icons, the different people, the current state of the music. Very interesting pieces which have essentially, stimulated a lot of conversations about what dancehall is now and where it's coming from and the journey and possibly where it's going.
But those involved lament insufficient local support for their art.
To be honest, we don't get a lot of local support from our government, from the entertainment entities in Jamaica.
A prophet gets very little honor in his own hometown. So the idea really is when we have something that is not valued in the way that it should, you will not get the support that you may desire or that you may even deserve. Nonetheless, one of the things we do realize about dancehall culture and aesthetics is that it's highly valued elsewhere. There are Japanese, African, European, and even North American variations of the very artists that we have in Jamaica. In other words, there's a Japanese Vibes Cartel, an African Yellowman.
I mean, when we leave and we go overseas, the reception is great. I mean, there are dance schools filled with Europeans and Americans trying to learn the Jamaican dances. And I cannot see how our government can see the impact and the relevance in something like that. We could be doing a whole lot more. It's always a situation where after the thing takes off and becomes big and other people are recognizing, that is when our government wants to jump on board. And it's unfortunate.
Don Mills, however, believes growth is on the horizon.
No, there isn't enough support, but at the same time, I can't really blame anybody in particular because it's something that's growing. A lot of people don't know about it, a lot of people don't know it works, a lot of people don't know how it can be used or applied in, for example, a corporate setting, ads, those kind of things. So people are yet to see certain value in it, but it is growing, and as time progresses, it will grow very fast. I feel.
I just wish that everybody would see the positive in our culture, see that it uplifts the streets and the dancehall community.
I'm just a stone's throw away from the St. William Grand Park in downtown Kingston, right here where the exhibition is taking place. It's the intersection of Law Street and Mark Lane, and it's something that the exhibitioner thought was important to keep it right here. Can't Stall 2024 Contemporary Dancehall Icons and Iconography exhibition runs from February 4 to March 3. Giovanni Dennis for All Angles.